wabarakatuh, and good morning, everyone. Today, our group will present an engineering ethics case study entitled Smoking System by Philip Morris, an engineering ethics analysis. In this presentation, we will explain how the smoking system works, discuss the ethical issues involved, identify the stakeholders, apply engineering ethics principles, and conclude with recommendations. Slide number 2. What is the smoking system? First, let me explain what the Accord smoking system is. The Accord smoking system was developed by Philip Morris as a heat not burn tobacco device. Unlike traditional cigarettes, it heats tobacco instead of burning it. Because there is no combustion, it produces less smoke and reduces secondhand smoke exposure. However, it still delivers nicotine, so it is not completely safe. Slide 3. Components of the system. Next, let's look at the main components. The system consists of four important parts. First is the tobacco stick, which contains processed tobacco. Second is the heating blade that heats the tobacco to around 350 degrees Celsius without burning it. Third is the microchip, which controls the temperature and heating time. Finally, the rechargeable battery supplies power to the device. These components work together to reduce smoke while still delivering nicotine. Slide 4, I will give it to my friend.
Okay, now we move to the ethical dilemma. The main question is whether engineers should improve a harmful product so that it becomes less harmful, even if it's still not completely safe. On, on one hand, the system reduces second-hand smoke to encourage technological innovation. On the other hand, nicotine addiction remains health risks still exist, and the product may encourage people to continue smoking. This creates a difficult ethical decision for engineers. Okay, next slide. The different stakeholder and affected in the different way. Engineers are responsible for designing safe product. Philip Morris want to reduce harm while maintaining maintaining its business. Smoker looks for a less harmful alternative. Society hope for less exposure to second-hand smoke. Healthcare professional focus on public health. Lastly, government regulate product safety and marketing. Therefore, every stakeholder has different interests and responsibility. Okay, next slide is consequences evaluation. Next is the consequences evaluation. There are both positive and negative impact. The positive impact include innovation, reduce secondhand smoke, and possible improvement in public health. However, there are also negative impacts such as nicotine addiction, uncertain long-term health effect, misleading marketing, and ethical criticism. Overall, although some harm and reduce, many concerns still remain. Now, next slide, my friend will continue. Thank you.
All right, thank you. This slide highlights the major ethical concerns. One concern is marketing towards vulnerable groups such as young people. Another concern is whether health claims are fully transparent and supported by scientific evidence. Corporate responsibility is also important because companies must balance profit with public health. Finally, electronic waste from batteries and devices creates environmental concerns. Or engineering ethics principle. Now let's apply engineering ethics principle. First is safety, where engineers must protect public health. Second is health and well-being by minimizing harm to users and non-users. Third is honesty and transparency by providing accurate information. Fourth is responsibility for the social impact of engineering decisions. And finally, sustainability requires engineers to reduce environmental impact. These principles should guide every engineering decision. Next slide. This slide compares different ethical theories. Utilitarianism may partially support the product because it reduces overall harm. On deontology does not support it because it still promotes a harmful product. For virtue ethics, questions whether supporting tobacco products reflects good moral character. Rights-based ethics supports informed choice but requires honest information. So different ethical theories lead to different conclusions. Next, engineers have important ethical responsibilities. They must always protect public safety and welfare. They should provide honest and transparent information. Innovation should never come before public well-being. Engineers must follow professional codes of ethics and report unethical practices whenever necessary. Their responsibility is not only to build products, but also to protect society. Next, I will bring my friend to discuss the recommendation.
Alright. So 11 slide is recommendation. Based on our analysis, we recommended 5 action. First, improvement transparency by providing complete health information. Second, protect vulnerable group and preventing market to young people. Third, support independent public health research. Fourth, reduce environmental impact to sustainable design. And 5, companies and engineering should always prioritize ethical leadership over profit. So next slide, slide 12. Real ethical question, engineering ethical question. This slide present to main ethical question. So the engineer contribute to product that reduce harm but still pose health risk. Some people support innovation because it helps smokers switch to less harmful products. Others believe engineers should to reject product then still cause harm. A balanced approach is to continue innovation while ensuring strict regulation, transparency, and public protection. Next slide, slide 30. Et- Ethical decision making framework. To make ethical decision, engineers should to follow a structured process. First, identify the problem. And second, gather the facts. Third, identify all stakeholder. Fourth, apply ethical theories and engineering principle. 5, reveal all possible consequences. And final choice and justify and most ethical decision. This framework help engineers make responsible decision. And slide in conclusion is the ECOT smoking system demonstrate that engineering is not only about technology, but also about ethics. Although the product reduce some harmful effect, it still raise import health and ethical concern. Engineer must always prioritize safety, honesty, sustainability, and public welfare. Only then can innovate through benefit society. Thank you for your attention.